Hi everyone, I'm Mark Bryan, Managing Director of OV St Ives here in the glorious southwest in Cornwall, and I'm super excited to invite you all back for the second ChocoDecs live event here from our glorious development kitchen here in St Ives, and I'm super excited to be joined this time by Alison. Hi there, Alison.
Hi Mark, you okay?
I'm very well, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting me to ChocoDecs Live Part 2. I'm really excited.
We're super excited to have you here, always a pleasure.
Yeah, so I'm Alison Lewis. I'm a key account manager at OV. I'm based at Tenbury Wells, but it's always really nice to come down to St Ives, especially to see the factory and catch up with you guys. So what's the plan today? What's ahead of us?
Well, let's take a look at how we're going to spend the next 30 minutes or so. And so in keeping with all of our OV online events, of course, we're going to be taking you through our sample box.
We will then have a visit to our chocolatier and guest star, Chris Zammit.
Next, we'll go through all the packaging options that are available across the ChocoDecs range.
Then we will go through the ChocoDecs ordering process.
We'll take some time to take you 3 or 4 in-application possibilities.
Then myself and Mark will go through our ChocoDecs capabilities.
And of course, we'll round up with our traditional Q&A, where we'd love to take any questions you may have for us.
Great. So let's start with our sample box. Mark, have you got one?
Well, fine enough. I'm never too far away from a ChocoDecs sample box, and I do have one here for you. There you go.
Ah, great. So I'm hoping you've all received one by now. If not, please reach out to us and we'll send one as soon as possible. So let's have a look inside.
Let's take a look inside.
Firstly, we have our lovely emojis. These are really popular. They're an increasing trend, and especially with the younger demographic.
Super exciting.
We have our orange segments. I think it's really good to point out with these that they are actually orange flavoured as well. So it's a really good point of difference that our products can offer. Then we have our mini chocolate bar, and we also have our lemon segment. What's next?
Moving on down.
Christmas.
Not too long to go. How are you doing? All set for Christmas?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm that organised. Might have to take a few ChocoDecs boxes home with me as presents.
Makes the perfect gift.
So let's go for our Christmas range. We have our antlers and our noses, obviously for our glorious Rudolph. We can add colour to our ChocoDecs. These are all natural colours as well. We have our gingerbread man, our star and our snowflake. We can do these in quite a few sizes as well for the large applications. And then we have our Santa too. Now we're going on to spring.
Slightly warmer climate.
Yeah, so we have our hearts, our rabbit, our leaf, our egg, our fan, and our lovely flower.
Excellent.
So these are all perfect for muffins, donuts, drinks, endless capabilities for them. But as I mentioned earlier, it's just a small selection. What else do we have, Mark?
Absolutely. So, as you said, it's a small selection from across our standard portfolio of shapes covering most seasons and events throughout the year. But of course, at OV and across our sites, we love nothing more than to collaborate with you, our customers, to help you develop and design bespoke and custom shapes. And no different with our ChocoDecs here. So, it gives us a perfect opportunity to introduce our brand ambassador for ChocoDecs, Mr. Chris Zammit, chocolate sculpture extraordinaire, who we're going to cut to now to explain to us how we've worked very closely with him to help and build upon his passion for chocolate and help him create a little special ChocoDecs to finish one of his fantastic chocolate sculptures.
Perfect. We'll see you back in the studio shortly.
Hi, I'm Chris Zammit. I'm a pastry chef and a chocolatier, and I've been in the industry for 25 years. So chocolate sculpting for me is where I can show my creativity, my passion, and all my energy. It just brings everything together in the way I carve and the way I sculpt a beautiful piece of chocolate. The passion for chocolate started at a younger age when I was still working in Malta in a five-star hotel. As a pastry chef, I used to look at the other pastry chefs, and I could see those amazing creations being made out of something which is edible and so fine and tastes beautiful. So nowadays I create bespoke chocolate sculptures from 10 centimeters high to 7-foot, sculptures, and that's how I feel I can push, boundaries and get all the energy I've got into one sculpture. So chocolate for me is my expression. So it's where I can have my own space, my own freedom, my creativity. Everything just comes out when I'm handling chocolate. Nature inspires me a lot when it comes to creating a chocolate sculpture. The best thing about it is making a beautiful piece of chocolate that tastes amazing, make it look like for example, a real flower. At the end, when you put it on a showpiece, it just brings the whole showpiece to life. So my biggest achievement so far has been in 2017, being part of the UK pastry team. We competed at the Coupe du Monde de la Pâtisserie in Paris, and I managed to place fourth with my chocolate sculpture, and has been a game changer ever since for me. The most crucial part of creating a sculpture is there's two main bits. One of them, you need to make sure the chocolate is tempered properly. Otherwise, if it's not properly tempered, you're going to have issues with the way the chocolate sets. And the other important bit is the leveling. So you need to make sure that everything is level. The higher you go, the chances are if it's not leveled, it's going to collapse. So the best part of working as a chocolatier is obviously the tasting and the production of the chocolate, creating bespoke and amazing stuff. And the other part is making a chocolate sculpture of something which is completely edible. And the best part of it all is you get to eat it at the end. So what I love about the collaboration with the client is the product outcome, and to deliver a sculpture or a product that goes well beyond their expectation. I am proud to be a ChocoDecs ambassador, and with the wide variety of standard shapes and sizes available, as well as the possibility to create bespoke shapes with our ChocoDecs team. ChocoDecs gives you the perfect finishing touch to your application every time.
Wow, wasn't that just amazing?
What a treat. I mean, what a legend. What that guy can do with chocolate is just unbelievable.
He really is an artist. I think it's artwork.
I mean, it's, there's a skill there. He's an artist with chocolate. It's fantastic. What a treat.
And he's made us a present.
Absolutely, and here it is, safely in the studio down here in St. Ives. So, what a beautiful sculpture that Chris has created for us, and of course, proud as punch to see.
Yeah.
A little ChocoDec there places the finishing touch on top of the sculpture.
And I believe that you and Chris worked together, didn't you, to create that ChocoDec?
Absolutely. I mean, the team here at St. Ives work very closely with Chris to make sure that we get that seal, that little finishing touch for the sculpture, exactly how Chris wanted it to look, and what a fantastic result.
And a great example of collaboration.
And exactly that. It is all about collaboration. We get nothing more than so much joy out of working with our customers to create something new, something a little bit different. It's a lot of fun.
So I think from that story with Chris and sharing his experiences, we really understood his passion for chocolate. And I think we have a lot of passion here in ChocoDecs. Should we discuss some of those?
Absolutely, and I think, and that's the thing about ChocoDecs. There's a lot of passion, and really, it's all about that joy and that fun with chocolate. And I think one thing we stand firm to is to ensure that the chocolate that we use, it's a good quality chocolate. We really don't want to disappoint the end consumer when biting into that finished product. We don't want the chocolate to disappoint, and that's one thing we really make sure. And of course, we hold true to our credentials around sustainability, making sure that in the sourcing of the chocolate, that it's sustainably sourced, which is why we continue to support sourcing from Rainforest Alliance certified sources.
Which is so important for lots of our customers.
Absolutely, it's ensure, it's really important to make sure that the support is there all the way through the supply chain back to the cocoa farmer.
And I think, it's such a good point to mention that these are being used as single-place items or as indulgent treats. So it really is nice to have that tasty sensation and that enjoyful moment.
Absolutely, it's that, it's that finishing touch. It's that, it's there's a lot of fun there. And again, it's been 2 years since we had the last ChocoDecs events, and of course there's been lots of further developments, and it'd be great to share some of those.
Yeah, so in 2 years I believe we have developed some of our packaging.
We absolutely have, I think, should we take a little walk through?
Perfect, so should we start with the new pack format we have, which is the catering pack?
It is, and I mean this one was an important packaging format to add, slightly smaller than the food service. This one here is what we call our catering or our e-commerce pack size.
Okay.
So in here, typically around 96 pieces for the medium size. Again, various other quantities. Again, a nice quantity, a nice pack format, perfect for e-commerce, perfect for the home bakery enthusiasts. So a nice addition to the range, and just gives another option when it comes to...
And it's still being packed onto our fully recyclable plastic sheets.
Absolutely. So inside here, you'll still find our clear plastic sheets. Again, behind the plastic there is a minimum 50% recycled material and fully recyclable.
Perfect. So just to recap on the other packaging that we can do, we have our standard food service.
Yeah, so again, this one here, so again, depending on the piece size inside, but typically you're going to get around 300 to 400 pieces. Again, nice pack size for in-store bakery. Again, perhaps where space is limited, could just fit behind the counter nicely. So we're seeing a lot of customers that are taking this pack size for that particular application.
And I think it's good to add that these are really good for kind of smaller seasonal SKUs that might be for the retailers and the B2B customers.
Absolutely, I think appreciating when trialing a new product launch, and what this does just gives you the option to dip the toe in the water, try a new shape, try a new season without having to commit to a particular large pack size. So fantastic option for trialing new product launches.
Gives great flexibility.
It does, absolutely.
So I'm going to go off camera for a second to carry our next box in. Bear with me. Incoming.
And here we go.
Here we go.
So of course, this is where ChocoDecs first launched and first started with our large industrial pack format. Again, depending on the piece size, typically here around 1,000 to 3,000 or 4,000 pieces per pack, and this is absolutely perfect for industrial applications. So typically, where say for plant bakery, chilled dessert, or bringing to the production line, perfect opportunity there for. Contained inside, you're going to find a blue poly bag containing the plastic sheets with the decorations. Can be easily lifted out, brought to the production line, and great for single placements.
And once again, recyclable.
It is, absolutely.
Okay, so let's get back to the fun stuff, and let's have a little tour of our application possibilities.
Fantastic. And so there you have it, just a few ideas about how you can use our solid chocolate decorations in application.
Yeah, some great products. But what I really want to talk about now is our 3D products and the great developments we've made in this area over the last 2 years since our last ChocoDecs event.
Absolutely.
So let's start with the original dome, Dome 1.0.
Absolutely, just happen to have one here. So of course the original dome in all its splendor, a 20 gram of chocolate there, 70 millimeter diameter, and yeah, this is where it all really started, and still very popular. Team still producing an awful lot of these, but of course built on that success has led into new ideas and creations within 3D.
So branching on from Dome 1.0, we now have our amazing igloo.
Absolutely, and here it is. I mean, just adding that additional dimension really opens up the opportunities.
Yeah. We're seeing a massive trend at the moment for adding height to products, and also that piñata trend where you can break open the dome and have lots of other surprises inside. And then moving on from that, we have a very appropriate football.
Absolute bang on trend with the World Cup coming up. And yeah, so again, the team here just brought that football theme into the dome, and there it is.
And I think what's like really good to mention as well is that if you heat the bottom of that dome, you can actually stick the two together, can't you?
You can, absolutely. Again, just adding more possibilities.
Yeah. And then going away from the smooth dome effect, we have our geometric heart, which is a personal favourite of mine. I love this product. I think that was a real big trend that started last year.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, we've seen an awful lot of geometric shapes coming into the market in all sorts of different finished products, and works incredibly well with the heart.
Yeah, it's a really great product. And then finally, what I'm really excited about, because this is a bit of a new offering we have, a bit of new news, we can now do marbling.
Absolutely. I mean, I think you know, this again just adds a different finish, a different texture to the look and feel of the product, adds a real sense of premiumization. So yeah, I've got an example just at the end there. Here we've got some marbling with dark and white chocolate, and I think you agree it looks fantastic.
And you've got some colour there as well.
That's another way we can take it. We can inject some colour, adding mint, adding orange, again, another bang-on trend. So lots of opportunities and possibilities within marbling.
Yeah.
So, and of course, all of these ideas are created within our MPD kitchen. And let's take a look.
Yeah. Fantastic. What a great tour of our MPD kitchen.
So much fun, so much creativity.
Brilliant. So Mark, I'm a customer. I would like to order from our standard range. Can you take me through the process?
Absolutely, and it's really very simple actually, Alison. So of course, if you're an existing OV customer, simply reach out to your key account manager, and we'll take you through step by step. And of course, if you're joining us new today, then we'd love for you to simply reach out to our website, ovgrp.com, where you'll find the contact details for our sales team. And again, they're there ready and waiting to take you through step by step on your journey with ChocoDecs.
Yeah. So now I'm a customer who would like to work on a bespoke or original shape. What's the process of going around that then?
Absolutely. I mean, this is a lot of fun to be had here, Sam, but we've kept it very, very simple. So step one, obviously we'd love to hear about your new project, your new idea or concept. Simply get in contact with us, and the team will be waiting to take that from you. So what we'd like to hear is have a drawing, maybe a simple sketch, or something you've seen within the market. We'll then take that forward and develop a 3D drawing for you, and we'll get that to you in about 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
Once you've got that, what we're eager to hear back from you is any feedback, any comments, any adjustments. Once that's approved, what we then really want to do is get your physical shape in your hand to look and touch and feel. Again, that's going to take about another 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
So at this point, we're about 4 weeks into the journey. You've now got something to look and feel and touch.
And taste.
And taste, of course, that's the important part. Then the next stage, of course, once we've got that final approval, is gearing ourselves up for production. So it's going to take about another 6 to 8 weeks for us to produce, pack and ship your first ChocoDecs order.
So if my maths is correct, we can go from an idea and a concept to having product in production between 10 and 12 weeks.
It's as quick and simple as that.
Fantastic. So sadly, we are coming to an end of our ChocoDecs live event. I must say I've had a fantastic time. I love coming down here. I love the buzz from the factory, and St. Ives is beautiful. I believe we can do the same for our customers. They can come visit.
Absolutely. I mean, we love nothing more than a busy house, and so what we find our customers really get a lot of energy, a lot of value out is our on-site customer workshops. And this is where we'd love to invite you down for a day or two. Come on site into this glorious MPD kitchen, and we'll work with you very, very closely to develop your own custom and bespoke shapes.
It really is fantastic. And haven't we discussed some great things today with our chocolate? We've gone through flavourings, we've gone through shapes, we've gone through 2D, we've gone through 3D, marbling. It's just been brilliant, and some great guests as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we've had Chris join us today, so thank you to Chris for sharing his passion for chocolate, and of course for creating this incredible sculpture for us, and of course sharing that passion that we have within ChocoDecs for chocolate, for creativity. So of course thank you to Chris once again, our brand ambassador for ChocoDecs, and of course thank you to you, Alison, for coming down and joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure.
So now we're going to wrap up and go forward to our Q&A live session. So please enter any questions or comments in the chat function we have available. And that's it from us. So
it is. We'll just leaves us just to thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate that. Hope you've got a lot out of this session today. And as you say, we'll move into the Q&A session.
yeah, look forward to hearing from you. Bye.
Take care. Cheers for now.